Susan Page is Washington Bureau Chief for USA Today. Steve McMahon is a Democratic strategist, and MSNBC political analyst Michael Steele is a former chairman of the Republican Party. All right, Steve McMahon, you're the Democratic strategist. If President Obama were your client, how would you have told him to answer the "Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago" question?
Yes.
Yes.
4 years ago, the country was on the brink.
So you would have told him to say, yes, we were.
I think he just gave the Republicans an ad. I mean, when you say that the American public is not better off today than they were 4 years ago, you're going to see that again and again and again. Just like Chris Christie.
Do you think he should have made the case of saying, look, as bad as it was 4 years ago,
oh my God, yeah.
he should have been making that case then? Because he did it earlier in the interview.
Yeah, if you look at the polls, I mean, people remember what it was like 4 years ago when he came into office. And what he needs to do is remind them of the circumstances then, because they're far, far worse than what we're seeing today. And the progress that's being made. And then acknowledge that the progress is too slow. I think he probably wasn't thinking about that question in advance, and if he had it to do over again, he might want to take a mulligan and make the case that I'm outlining.
Michael Steele, do you buy his argument?
I do, and it makes sense, and it's going to make a great commercial. Can't wait to see it come the fall of 2012. But I'll flip the script a little bit. I think actually what the president did was kind of a moment of honesty, and I think that's something that people will also appreciate, that he is being forthright, because of very much what you said. I know I'm in pain. I feel my pain. Do you feel my pain? Do you understand what I'm going through? So to sit there and acknowledge, yeah, it is tougher. You're probably not better off than you were 4 years ago, is an honest admission and acknowledgement. Politically, it's a problem, maybe, but how people respond to it, I think, is what it ultimately boils down to.
Actually, Michael still gets at a criticism we've heard from some Democrats, particularly of the Clinton wing of the party, who have said the president doesn't act like he feels the pain enough, and so is Michael still right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the idea that he would... When was the last time somebody won the presidency saying, things are bad, but they'd be even worse if I weren't around? I mean, not since FDR, I think. Has that been... Honesty is a great thing, and you want to teach that to your children, but I don't think you necessarily want to teach that to your presidential candidates when they're asked a question like that.
But that's what people are clamoring for Chris Christie now.
Right, because of authenticity and honesty.
Authentic and honest.
You can be authentic, and the president has been authentic about the pain people are experiencing and the state of the economy, and the fact that unemployment didn't peak at 8%, it went to 9.1, but there are some things that you just probably don't want to be doing because you're going to see it too often in the future.
You know, it's interesting, the underdog response that he made there was to these couple of poll numbers. One was his job approval rating, and the ABC Washington Post poll, it's 42%. That's his record low approval number there. And who will win in 2012, the Barack Obama or the Republican candidate? 55% said Republican candidate, 37% said President Obama. So I was hearkening back to something Bill Clinton said at his reunion weekend, Susan Page, when he said, you know, everybody wants to compare Barack Obama to Clinton 99 or Clinton 2000. And he goes, when in 1995 I was the incredible shrinking president. He was referring to the Time magazine cover that had him too just tall. President Obama feels like he's in that moment right now.
And you know, one of the interesting, President Obama definitely in a world of pain. One of the things I'm curious about is what does this do to the Republican field? Does it make to Republican voters? Does it make Republican voters agree with Michelle Bachmann, who says we don't have to settle?
It doesn't matter. Anybody can beat him. Yeah.
Let's go with our hearts. Or does it make them want to win so much they see it in their grasp that they want to nominate Mitt Romney, who they don't like as much, but who they think has a better chance to win?
You know, that's an interesting, you know, Republican voters in Iowa and New Hampshire, how are they going to react to the fact that they think anybody can win?
I think they're going to react very differently. I think the Iowa voters are going to settle on someone who they believe is an authentic conservative, who is going to carry that fight to Obama next year. And the folks in New Hampshire, I think, are going to look at it a little bit more pragmatically and decide between someone like Huntsman, you know, Romney, or someone else.
Well, speaking of New Hampshire, Mitt Romney sat down with the Manchester Union leader, New Hampshire Union leader now, excuse me. It's a state, they've dropped the Manchester part of it, for an Ed board meeting, and they televised it. It's just, you know, so it's Joe McQuaid versus Mitt Romney. Not necessarily something you'd expect to see Romney doing so well at. And this was an interesting response. Romney was asked about all of the debate responses where there's been some scattered booing. Here's what he said.
I have not made it my practice to scold the audience and say I disagree with this person, I agree with that person. I don't know that cheering for executions is something I would agree with either, but I don't raise my hand and say, please let me talk, I want to tell everyone you shouldn't be cheering.
Steve McMahon, every chance Mitt Romney has of making sure he gives a wink and a nod to the suburban moderate vote, he seems to take it.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, my grandma used to say, if it doesn't kill you, it will make you stronger. And she was talking about a virus. And the Republican Party now is a little bit like a virus because these candidates on the right are challenging Mitt Romney, and the conservatives are falling in love with him. But if he's able to defeat them and get the nomination, he's going to be a
without
much stronger,
having to do it,
without having to run right. So he winks and nods, as you point out, Chuck, but he doesn't actually go there. He doesn't say, I think it's great when people get executed. He basically triangulates, if you will. He learned something from President Clinton, and he's doing it very effectively.
But Susan Page, but then at the same time he said, but I'm not going to butt in and tell audiences what to believe.
Doesn't this reflect the advantage of having run before and seeing the kind of muddle you can get into when you don't need to, when you can stay quiet and stay out of the mix? The advantage of that, I think you definitely see experience talking there.
All right, Susan, Steve, Michael, stick around because it's Chris Christie time.